We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover.
Austin Steinberg set to kick off.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
I'm wondering.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively.
Here we go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Higgins sent in motion. They go play action for Burrow. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. 2nd down. Burrow. This one intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Mike Hilton coming in to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Stephanie!
The tight end Ertz in motion. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Eckler now on 1st and 10. He's in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown Commanders. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
1st and 10.
Gun. Stop! Stop!
Working out of the gun, Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
Here we go.
the ball falls incomplete.
Back to throw, Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 17 yards, the gain there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Ready? Here we go. Stop!
Throwing is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He's going to run it. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Commanders 7, Bengals nothing.
On one, ready? Here we go. Eleven. Stop.
On first down, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Burrow to throw. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Seibert out now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Burrow now. Now he'll run it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
A carry here for Brown. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
11.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Here's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and
Here we go, here we go.
they got some big plays in their future.
Burrow. And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Commanders 14, Bengals 7. Kevin McPherson makes the call for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The tight end Ertz in motion. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Drag him 60.
Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Siddick. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Buffalo 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
19 tight. 19 tight. Broncos.
To the air again is Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18, pioneer. Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, right?
Daniels gonna throw again. That's caught by Eckler.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready? Mustang 19. Bobcat. Warrior 70.
Throwing again. Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
7 Pirates. Get it.
Throwing now, Daniels. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
Dragon 60. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Washington.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And that ball incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Throwing is Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Here's Austin Seibert now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready. Ready, right?
Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Scott.
They'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. A gain there of 27 yards.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On play action, Daniels. And he's in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. That's a gain of 77 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. To throw is Burrow. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bengals back within 10. It's now 24-14. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Come on, set.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey. Ready, ready?
Now Daniels. All alone is the tight end, Sinnott. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Now. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third.
On the set. Let's go.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Nineteen tight, 19 tight. Stephanie. Ready.
Here's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On 2. Here we go. Shot.
On first down, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts.
1. Ready? Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
12.
On first and 10, Burrow. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's second down. Here's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's going to have the first down and more. 12 yards there and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And he's in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Here we go, set.
The tight end, Ertz, in motion. Here's Eckler. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
79 Broncos. Come on, set. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Open man downfield is Brown. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Commander's first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready, go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Now he'll run.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Mighty. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
We got to keep scoring.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down. Here we go, 1st and goal. They go play action for Burrow. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now 2nd down throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a 1st down.
Let's go. Ready.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Let's get set. Shot.
Burrow will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Don.
Here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready. Ready.
Now Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready, ready. Tap the 60, tap the 60. Let go.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Daniels looking to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing now is Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Noah Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Hey, we're good.
Now a 2nd and 6.
11.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
One, ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. Down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, 45 yards. And the Bengals are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Ready up. Let's go.
Motion man is Crowder. Eckler now between the tackles. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one complete to Yoshivas. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Ready.
Throwing after the interception, Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, Thomas. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Still going. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This will be caught once again by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Ready, go.
To throw is Daniels. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successul.
Another run for Brown on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Shot.
Third down, here's Brown. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd and 3.
12, 12, 12.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Gun, gun.
Brown is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal, Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible, too.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Okay,
and with
ready?
things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Daniels going to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for 1st downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback that's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Eckler is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, set.
Now Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 50, Bengals 22. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
There you go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's get set.
A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.